What's up, everybody? Welcome to Where the Locals Skate. I am your host, OG Skate Show. This is a show where we get to know our locals around the area and give them some shine. Today, my next guest is Louie, a.k.a. Vidal.
Vidal.
Yeah, like 412.
Video.
Yes, sir. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. You guys do good work and shit.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, you sat in for an episode, so we'll see how it goes here. All right. First question I always ask everybody: what city are you repping?
Live in La Puente right now, but I grew up like kind of around the area. Hacienda Heights. That's where I kind of started skating. Skated a lot of Whittier and stuff. So but mostly La Puente right now.
All right. Local skate park growing up, did you have one?
My local skate park is 4th Street, but not a huge fan of it because it gets like super slick. Anytime you land a trick, you're always power sliding. You got matted flowers all in the ground and crazy bugs. So usually I like to skate West Covina, Edgewood.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like they got a good ledge there that I'm always practicing on.
Yeah, I had my issues with 4th Avenue myself. When I first went there, I mean, it was super slick. I hated it. Like the first 2 times I went. Third time, it just became like a spot for us. Met up with all the homies there a lot of times, and we had good times. But yeah, West Covina, great skate park. The homies also, again, those are mostly the locals here. You know, shout out to Peralta and Listo. They grew up skating that spot a lot.
I like that park because, I mean, it's got what I like, but if I go later in the day, it gets kind of ghetto. A lot of people roll through.
Yeah,
they don't even want to skate.
That's my issue with
that
park.
People just want to roll through and kind of like chill and party.
I noticed.
But if I want to go in the morning, it's cool.
If you're not on a skateboard and you're just sitting there, you're kind of suspect. So
yeah. And then that park gets closed down sometimes because people get like mad, like crazy there.
But it's still a great park, great ledges, great things. So.
Yeah. A little bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah. Do you remember how you got into skateboarding? Who got you on the board?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was my 2 friends, Brian. Shout out to Brian, living in Taiwan. And my friend Jake, rest in peace. They used to kind of hound me back in like middle school and stuff. Just always like kind of playing pranks and stuff. But, they would always also bug me like, hey, you need to get a skateboard because they skated. So I got one. And then it's like, in high school, we kind of just set it off and stuff and really started skating.
That's how it happened to me myself because homies would come back with stories that they were like, getting chased out of somewhere, everything. They're having a good time. I'm sitting there with no board going like, dang, I got to get out here with these guys. So, yeah, that's how I got my first taste of the skateboard myself. Shout out to Brian over there in Taiwan, man. I was blessed to get to meet this guy and film a couple of clips right there at La Puente Skate Park of him. Yeah, he's a cool ass dude, man.
Manny Master, Manny Master over here.
He does a manuals, and he spoke highly of you also because he said that you were the best skater in his school.
Which is funny because like back in the days when we were in high school, I used to get a lot of crap because we lived in the Hacienda Heights. It was kind of like a lot of upper class and stuff, but we were kind of middle class, and so I would always get hand-me-downs from like Brian and Jake for skateboards and stuff. Okay. But when people would hear like, "Oh, you skateboard," like they would talk trash. It was like the cool clique and stuff, and it was just 3 of us that skated. Yeah. But then it's like they weren't hardcore skaters though.
I did have that issue myself growing up, looking the way I do, dressing the way I do, and then jumping on a skateboard and then being judged, being like, why are you doing that white shit? And I'm like, it ain't white shit if you like it. You know what I'm saying?
It's my shit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what shout out to, even though a white boy did get me on the skateboard, it did help me and my life, to be honest, because
here I am, like 41, still doing it, still loving it.
I'm 43, and I just got back on the board not too long ago. Shout out to the 9 Club, because listening to some of the stories on there, they got me kind of jonesing, and then a homie, shout out to Robert back in up in Washington right now. He sent me a skateboard and said, "Get your ass up on this thing."
Nice, and I see your clips are killing it too.
And I appreciate it, and luckily now I met all you nice people, and we're doing this now. So shout out to skateboarding, man, for real. Definitely. Are you regular or goofy footed?
Regular footer.
Yeah,
we always, man. My friends are always goofy footers, so we'd be like, "Oh, this person's like a regular footer. He's on our team." Kind of joking around, like the best, like we would just like mess around.
Yeah,
with each
of
other,
course. Yeah, it's like goofy versus regular kind of thing. Yeah. And growing up, personally, there was more regulars back in the day, but I feel like now there's a lot more goofy footers. I mean, that's what it feels like to me.
I don't know. Honestly, I felt like there was a lot more goofy footers back then. I feel like there's a lot of regular footers now, but I mean, I always thought it was weird, you know, because area I get that's true too. Yeah, definitely probably the area.
Yeah, and then did you have a favorite pro or team growing up?
I always loved the World Industries videos trilogy. One of my favorite videos of all time.
Okay.
LeVar McBride, freaking one of the best sections ever. Ronnie Krager, Kareem Campbell, Gino Iannucci. Yeah. You know, all the Tom Penny definitely too.
Oh, Tom Penny was always a personal favorite of mine. That guy can kick flip and
frontside flips,
and he made it look so natural.
Yeah, I think honestly he was one of the first ones to like kind of do that whole hands down when they land a trick, where it just looked like so nonchalant and stuff. Because he would land just like boom, like look like nothing for him.
And there's like a legendary story that supposedly is going around saying that he was in a contest and in mid-air in a frontside flip or a kick flip, lights went out, everybody got quiet, and you could just hear him still stick the landing in the dark.
I believe it because
the lights go on and he's rolling away.
Yeah, it looks so.
I mean, these are the stories you get from people like him, man. I swear. Do you have what's your board setup? What's your board setup like?
For a while, I was skating 8.25s, and then I went to 8s, but now I'm kind of being a diva. You know, I'm being like 8.125. I gotta be all specific, but I mean, it's got that good flick, you know. And then I was also skating the 147s independent hollows, but I'm noticing now. I mean, they get slip axle pretty bad, so I've been messing with the Thunders. So Thunders are really good. Okay. Yeah. And I do like 52 millimeter wheels. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup.
Do you rock shields on your bearings or pop the shields off?
It doesn't really matter to me, honestly. No? Yeah. I mean, however it comes when I buy them on offer up, you know, that's how it is.
I'm old school where I pop them shields off because I like that sound of that.
That's true, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get like dirt or sand into it, and it's gonna like freaking mess up faster.
The best thing about growing up, bro, you can buy more.
I only had the hand-me-downs, like when everybody's like, "Oh, you know, I'm done with these bearings."
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, I ain't mad at that. Dream sponsors growing up as a kid. Did you ever want? What was the team that you can see yourself on?
It's probably got to be Shorties back in the days. Fulfill the dream right there.
Another like Tom Penny right there. Yep.
No, not Tom Penny. That was Peter Smolik right there. Peter Smolik. Damn.
All right.
That's like back then I only skated big things, but like he kind of really opened my eyes to skating technical and stuff. And I was like, damn, that's amazing. But yeah, Shorties probably would be like one of the teams. Like,
what about today now? If somebody were to come at you? What would be it? Who do you feel in these days?
Honestly, I mean, I like Primitive only because I like their boards and DGK. I just like the shapes and it's got good pop and stuff. So, like those are the two boards that I really like to mess with. So.
Okay, you're going with boards, not just company.
Yeah.
I feel you. Are you a music person? Do you pop the earbuds in while you're skating, or
nah? I mean, maybe once in a great while, but I mean, it's just always I like to hear what's going on around me. Yeah, you hear the trick and stuff, and you got that pop, and you hear the wheels spinning in the air and everything.
Can't be mad at.
I've actually kind of been like going away from music. I've just been listening to a lot of audiobooks and stuff.
Audiobooks, hey, dude, that's good, man. Keep the brain going, man.
Exactly.
Keep the functions.
Yep.
Keep the wheels spinning. Now I noticed that when I follow you on Instagram, I've been seeing you doing a trick of the day.
Yep, trick a day.
Trick a day, man.
Almost 2 years in January. It'll be 2 years of doing a trick every single day. So it's cool. You know, it kind of gives me a reason to step on my board every single day. But sometimes maybe like 5 minutes. I'll get off of work, do like a quick trick, even if it's like stationary. But yeah, it's like it's fun.
I admire that shit because there's no way I could step on my skateboard every day. And then to think of something different all the time is just amazing, bro. Like,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. Like, and then I remember one year you did kickflip a day, switch kickflip.
I had the worst switch kickflips ever. Like bouncing on the ground.
I mean. If people are listening out there, this is what you need to do to get better. Now,
some of us need to just work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had two goals at the end. It was like switch kickflip mani pad and then switch kickflip a 3-stair. And I was able to get both of those by the end of the year. So
that's what I'm talking about, man. Hell yeah. Dream spot that you can skate at if you ever wanted to go, like out of state, in state, out of country?
It'd probably be Macba because I like skating ledges, and they got ledges for days and stuff. You know, they got a little bit of everything there too. So I think, and there's always a lot of really good skaters.
I think you would shine there, dude. Especially with the environment, bro. Yeah. It pumps everybody up. Man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Any other hobbies besides skateboarding that you know?
I'm like a hoarder, so I collect a ton of comic books.
Comic books?
Yeah, I read a lot of Japanese comics like manga. I watch animes, chill with my family, my daughters, my girl and stuff. So my dog, Nintendo.
Nice. His name is Nintendo.
His name is Nintendo, a big weenie dog, you know, but he's hilarious though.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Now I always, once we're coming down to the end of this thing, I ask a crazy question a little bit here and there sometimes. Let's see what this one is today. If you can identify with a superhero or be a superhero, what would you be?
Ooh, dang, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Wolverine just because he's like, ooh, he's grimy, you know? And it's like, he don't care. I mean, he's like kind of like
he's got the claws, and he's I don't know what they call it, but he's made out of metal.
Yeah, adamantium.
Adamantium.
Or like Batman because he's just a regular human being, and he's
got feria.
Yeah, and he could like take on like Superman and beat Superman, you know?
He did when he had that kryptonite. He did.
Yeah, the kryptonite ring and stuff.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, that seems to be it today, bro. How did you do today? How did you feel?
It feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are doing great things here. I mean, give a voice to people like local skaters like myself.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I want to thank you guys for showing up. You and all the homies and the guys behind the camera. Like I said, doing the damn thing, making sure we get this thing out.
That's right. We'll keep doing it too.
Yeah, man, we will. We'll keep grinding. Do you have any shout outs? Anything you want to
shout out to Brian? It keeps me going. The homie Miguel, because I mean nowadays in your 40s it's hard to find people to skate with. You know, I mean he's 35, 36 and stuff. You know, I don't want to try. I'm not trying to go out there and skate with like people like in their teens or their 20s and stuff.
Okay.
Miguel, Rob, my girl Jennifer, my daughters Vidal and Jessica. So yeah.
All right, man. That's a good thing, man. Let them know where they can find you on Instagram.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be Vidal412. That's Vidal, Videl 412. And you'll see me on Instagram every single day. Expect a trick.
Yes, he's been doing trick a day, and he hasn't let us
know. Shout out to Chris Valdez, too, because he's the one who got me started on the trick a day. I never get a chance to skate with him, but he turned me on to it. And, you know, I'm just doing my own version of trick a day, but it's cool.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up here. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Let us know how we did. If you want to see any locals on my show, hit us in the comments and make sure to leave us a review. Let us know how we did, man. We want to thank you, everybody out there. Till next time, peace.